Welcome to this talk about contemplating change. Is now the right time for pain management therapy? You may have come across our other talks on acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT, which is an evidence-based psychological therapy to support people experiencing persistent pain. But like all psychological therapies, it requires an active approach. It's not something that's done to you, but something you engage with. To talk about that for a moment, I'm going to use another psychological model called the Stages of Change model, which you may have come across if trying to give up a habit like smoking. The model says that we go through predictable stages as humans. The first stage is pre-contemplation, where we don't really recognize there is a problem or that we have a role to play within it. For someone with persistent pain, it might be that the predominant thought is that I've tried everything. It's down to my bad luck. It's my genes or the accident. There's nothing I can do. For someone who's a smoker, it might be that they've never had a problem with smoking, that they enjoy it and don't see a need for change. The next stage is contemplation. People move here either through the passage of time, something might happen to them in their lives, or perhaps they chance upon an article or some information that plants a seed of change. Someone who's a smoker might develop a cough or an episode of bad health where they rethink something like smoking. Someone living with persistent pain might chance upon a YouTube clip or an article in the BBC. It's about trying something different. And the thought shifts. People think, well, pain's complex. Maybe there is room to change. The next stage is preparation, where people see about what things they could try to bring about some change. Someone who's a smoker might think about patches or a smoking cessation group. Someone living with pain might think about getting out of the house a little bit more often, or trying something like yoga or Pilates. The thought shifts to something like, well, I'll try it and make a plan to see if it helps. And we put the plan into action. So the smoker might have a strategy of going for a walk after dinner if this is a main craving time. And someone with pain might investigate their local leisure centre and try out a class or two. And the thought shifts. Here I go, I'm learning and I'm trying. And we tend to maintain what works. So the smoker's strategies might be, I'm walking after dinner and I'm reducing my time in the pub because I know this is a trigger for me when I'm smoking. And someone with pain might have learned that something like swimming or a class is good for their body, but doing too much too soon can flare up their pain. The thought shifts to, I'll carry on with workable strategies. And because we're humans and these things happen, people can have these periods of relapse. Well, they'll have to decide if they're a smoker again, or that they need to go to their GP again to talk about their pain, or can they carry on with the workable strategies they've learned before? It's important to reflect whether you think you're in the right frame of mind to engage in some pain management therapy to help you to manage and cope with the pain that you're living with. If you're answering yes, if you're responding positively to the questions on the board, it may indicate that you're in the right place at the right time. If you're nodding along to the way I cope with my pain could be improved, if you're open to learning some strategies to help you deal with pain, even if my pain problem doesn't go away, I'm ready to start changing how I manage it. I've incorporated helpful strategies before, and I'd like to learn more. I realize it's up to me to manage my pain, rather than relying on physicians. If you're agreeing with these statements, it might indicate that pain management therapy is right for you right now. And there are varied levels of support available within the service. Often, people are helped with guided self-help. there are good resources available to support people to develop new behaviours and new ways of thinking in the face of their persistent pain problem. Our service also offers individual sessions with people to ready them for pain management therapy. This can be done online or in person. We also have a range of group-based interventions, including small exercise groups, to help people develop graded exercise and relaxation as strategies to manage persistent pain. We also have Tai Chi and yoga workshops to support people to develop these exercises as a vehicle to manage their persistent pain problem. And we have our pain management programs, groups of people all living with a persistent pain problem, coming together, learning from one another, experiencing a curriculum to help manage their persistent pain problem. Our service also signposts and offers ongoing support to help with pain as a long-term condition. Our local support group, SMILE, accepts people who have been through our pain management programs. The national charity, Pain Concern, has many resources to help people continue to manage their pain in the long term. Within our service, we have resources including yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi, and mindfulness to keep up with the healthy habits learned to manage the persistent pain.